Joey, congratulations. Mark Anthony DiBello, DPC Inc. One of our high-powered partners does data, and we also work with William Hill, who does data. And I want to get your opinion from a driver's perspective. We had the over-under listed for cautions at 6.5. Our data partner thought it would be a lot less. We also have information that if NASCAR were to do this, they would increase their bottom line by 10%, including their ratings in the fall when you're up against the all-important NFL. Question, your opinion. What if NASCAR were to go to 4 stages? Would it be more entertaining, and what's your opinion from a driver's perspective?
Woo. Boy, that's some serious stats there. That's what we do. That's pretty good. I mean, I would have thought there had been more wrecks today. I would have said that there had definitely been more crashes as the cars were closer and all that. And you know, somehow there wasn't. Drivers are really good. I think that's one part of it. These drivers and these stock cars are, I mean, they're best in the country, man. So there's not many mistakes and not many crashes. They're able to control the cars at least. So I guess that's one piece of that. If they're at another stage, I don't know. I mean, we do that at the Coke 600, right? We have another stage in that. Because we have an extra 100 miles and the race is really long, so it makes sense when you have 600 miles. But, I don't think the racing gets better with another stage. The strategy of the race is kind of cool because you have these stages, that are starting at the beginning and you're racing to those stages, and that's one thing. And then it's like, okay, we're done with the second stage. You take a deep breath and you say, okay, now it's not about stage racing. It's about winning the race. And your strategy changes once again on how you get yourself there. Those cautions are cool, though, because you see, like Kurt, they knew the caution was coming, and that's why they pulled the strategy that they did, which ultimately gave them a good finish. I don't think another stage really changes that very much.
Okay, well, you addressed strategy, but you like what you said about positive and entertaining and exciting. As a driver, would you find it personally exciting, do you think?
If there's another stage? Yeah. I find everything exciting. I'm a pumped up person, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think we need to. I really don't. I think I love that we introduced stage racing. I think it's great. I think the 2 stages is right. I think it breaks up the race. It gives it natural, TV breaks and time for people that they know the caution's coming out. They can go and get a hamburger or whatever they want. Get a nice cold Coca-Cola maybe. And so that's good. That part's good. And there's points scored during an event, which we didn't have before, and no other sport was like that. So now we have points scored during an event. That's cool. But I really don't think we need another one. I think it's exciting the way it is.
Any additional questions for Joey?
All right. I believe we had a question over here.
Mark Anthony DiBello Production Company. Joey, congratulations. Long-term question. There's talk out there about a 10-year plan NASCAR November. Charlotte for the Hall of Fame, here because it's obviously the gambling capital, and congratulations, you were 5-1 to win this race. And the final race, a week championship series in Daytona, with the cool part being that the championship, the cup winner, gets to be the pole sitter for the race in February, Daytona 500. Your thoughts about that in the long term?
That's all news to me. Whoa. Has anyone else heard this rumor before? Is that news to everybody? Whoa, I believe some of that might be a conspiracy theory. I'm not buying all that. There's some of that I don't know if I would be all in for. But I think obviously when you think of next gen coming up, with the cars. Obviously I can't think of what happens 10 years down the road from now, but I think next year there's going to be a lot of change in our sport. Whether what happens to the schedule, I don't know. I'm going to race where they tell me to race because I love racing in this series and racing stock cars and racing against the best of the world. I love that part of it. So I don't care where we race. I just want to drive, and I enjoy that part of it. So, like I said, a lot of gains with this next gen car coming up next season. As someone that's driven it over the off season in Phoenix, was impressed with it. Obviously, a lot of work to do to it still, but I think overall it's going to be great for the sport, for all included. I think the racing is going to be better. I think it's going to be better for the race teams. I think the fans are going to make out great about it too.